chest at times it seems that all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight. Hope this time I can learn it. The art of not giving in. The art of not giving in. I'll never give up, I'll never give out. I'll never give in, I'll never give up, I'll never give
What's up, everybody? Hold on one second here. My camera all shifted over like that. Wait, where'd the music go? Oh, there we go. All right, we're back. What's up? World's hardest transition. Oh, I'm gonna fix my hair really quick. I'm like straightening my part. There we go. Oh, beautiful. I love y'all enough to get up and get ready for y'all in the morning. 5406. Yeah. Hold on. While we're hanging out, good morning. Making a couple of changes, final change on the marketplace. We're supposed to get everything going for you guys on Monday, but we had one of our developers that's working on that part of it had a death in the family, so he should be back today, and this should be done tonight. CPIs moved the market like crazy today. Not insane. Am I sitting out? I might try to do something right on the stream, kind of keep you guys entertained. Yeah, the rule we have is to normally sit out though. I might throw a micro or two at it just to scalp alongside and get some moves. Let me show you guys a little teaser of the marketplace. Give me a second here. Right. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Thank you guys for your patience with marketplace stuff. It's a huge project. So, you know, we're not like the world's biggest team, but we're pretty big. We are building some major things. I got this no copyright playlist going on right here. I don't know who this singer is, but it's kind of like a Shakira vibe to it. I heard it last night or yesterday on the playlist. Doesn't sound like Shakira, doesn't it? Has that hips don't last sound to it. Market's opening in 1 minute. Let's get ready to get going. Let me get up my All right. Let me get the DD band stuff here going on. Can I get out to developer for start the market here? All right. Let's check DD bands really quick. First thing you always want to do is make sure you mark them on the chart. All right, let's get our watch list. Yeah, market's definitely gapping up. So one thing we don't do. All right, I'm gonna slow down the music a little bit here. 54.16 DD band. Here. The other one is the green lines. 53.51. Look at the overnight dynamics. High SPY 53.64. That's the same. Oops, I want to move that one. What? 59. Yeah, we knew the market's gonna be extremely bullish. I mean, the monthly maps, we've been talking about it for days. The bull market's still bullish. I hope nobody was trying to short this. If you did, good luck. 53.44. You guys trading anything yet? All right. So outside DD bands, market's clearly irrational. So irrational market, and it's always a thing to take note of. I don't normally trade outside DD bands, so market very rarely will fade this. Today's VIX is complete decay. VIX is a bear setup right there on VIX, so it looks pretty interesting. The SPY today. Friends, don't forget to hit that like button really quick. Give us some love there. Smash it. Nice calling bullish yesterday. It was such an easy call. It wasn't hard to do. Not hard to see that. As greater than 0. How far might you refresh like that? Come on. Today, hedge pressure support. Let's see the easiest one to see. Up here. Your big pivot today is 54.16. This is the major pivot. If you lose this, if you lose that, major pivot, major. I'm gonna just put the word major here. Major pivot. If you lose this line, it's gonna fade the whole way down. That's typically the rule. So keep an eye on all your indicators today. DD ratio is bullish, so we're supporting right here. If we do fall, that's pretty long. Like if we do fall, it's all the way down to here. If break, it's bad. I don't expect it to break. If break, it's bad. I don't expect it to break, so I'm just putting this here temporarily so y'all can see that. Things are very bullish. So this is the point of no return, exactly at that DD band, so be very careful today. I don't normally trade up here, I normally sit out. I normally bet should hold. I should hold. But we have FOMC as well, right? There's likely going to be no trending. For now. Hopefully we'll be staying in this range for now. How do you calculate the pivot? It's the DD band. It's the close of the previous day plus a risk interval. And minus risk interval. Creates these green bands here. Let me finish up my notes to the dev.
Take some time to realize you're the one that is hooking up with me. I look into your eyes and I'll be fine. Sometimes words are so incomplete. When we're driving to sunsets, capturing moments, don't wanna miss a single frame. When we're driving the highway, raining the fast lane, don't wanna miss a single day. Take my hand and never let go. I'll be keeping you safe. You don't have to go through this alone. Close your eyes. Together we will rise. I will take you to the highest sky.
Wrapping up our final details of the main page for the sales page of the platform. So this is just cosmetic stuff, but the last little piece we're working on for this. It's gorgeous. Friends, don't forget to hit that like button. Give us some love here. The big gap up on extended days usually see a right at 10:30 and the sharp drop. You know why that is? Usually you'll get that European close at that time. Usually cause a little bit of movement. Morning, team. All right, so res greater than 0 should likely hold. If it falls to half gap, though, we break through DD band. So that's kind of the crazy part here. I'm gonna draw a couple of things on the chart, just kind of show you where everything is. So right here is the DD band. I'm just gonna leave it just like this, right? If you fall through here, it's likely gonna have a pivot between half gap in there if resilience is positive. So there's trades from DD band loss to half gap. These are two setups that you can have. If the market loses the major pivot, like a smaller line here, about right here, there's a leg up here. And if it falls, it's bad. Like it'll fall to the other DD band on the other side. If there's a market crash, like after FOMC, it's to here. It should hold today, but FOMC, FOMC. Major pivot. If it breaks, it's bad. If we lose this, it's bad. There's going to be a scalp in the middle off of half gap. Potential. Keep an eye out for that. Nasdaq futures today trading higher. Let's look at the monthly map. So, if you forget, subscribe to the channel. We're here every morning and we're here in the afternoons. We're taking over that afternoon session. We found out nobody really trades in the afternoon. There's nobody streaming, nothing. It's kind of like a empty spot. So we'll be the first out there creating a afternoon show. Actually, we're gonna do like an all-day show when marketplace stuff launches. We're gonna start doing like YouTube in the mornings and other things throughout the afternoon. Not just streaming, but like content all day long. And when we do that, we're going to maintain like a morning stream and afternoon stream. So it'd be pretty cool to maybe I'll tune into that. The afternoon, we're doing like lessons and such. So look after yesterday. Look at this. Look at how bullish this turned out. Everybody see this? QQQ monthly map, extremely bullish. Let me show you how to read this. And if you guys are subscribed to if you're subscribed to our platform, you get access to a Discord with all kind of training materials in it on how to use some of these indicators. Monthly map is one of the best ones for sentiment in general. It's part of our greater market analysis. Turn that off real quick. What you want to see here, you have two different options: bottoms of bull zones, top of bear zones, and you're going to look at these. In general, we're trading heavily into bull zones. Bull zones are the dark gray. So bulls are buying dips. That's what you have. This is called a bull market. Over time, as time goes on, bulls are buying dips for up until October. So we have a bull market through the fall. This is not coming down. We're going to 6,000, by the way. Here's my call. 6,000 by the end of fall. And it's going to go straight there with very little downside. Bulls are longing more as the bottom of the bull zone is sloping down with a little bit of volatility, kind of like around the July expiration. Bear side sloping down, baby. Bears are exiting positions are right here. So bears are squeezing very hard while bulls are buying dips. You got a twofold rally. This market is going to be the biggest bull market you've seen probably in the last 5 years. It's going to be so strong, and it's an election year. Not picking political sides here, but the stock market's clearly voting for Trump, is what it's saying with pricing. Anytime you have Republican presidents likely on Wall Street being bet, people tend to be bullish on that. And it's just a statistic thing. I'm not picking a side in the election here. Stating preference to either candidate. Republican outcomes are bullish markets. Very normal. Very normal sentiment for Wall Street. Wall Street's pricing in a Trump victory is what I'm saying. Is it likely? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But leading up into that, we're going to go to 6,000 S&P by the end of the year, for sure. No doubt in my mind about it. No signs are bearish. Zero signs of bearish. Volatility's in decay. Market's completely just doing fine. Now watch today that the VIX is below this 12.67 level. This is that triple B that we talk about. Anything down in here for the rest of the month, the market's going to be nice and clean. So write this number down, 12.67 on VIX futures. It's the most important number for this month, the VIX. Below is clean, small dips, big rallies. Above is major volatility. So yeah, like there's no fading this. This market is not coming down. It should be fine. I read that this morning. Not giving you guys trading advice or anything. Don't. But this is my opinion, my analysis. I like the stock. See what FOMC brings it to? Yeah, it should be good. It should be very good. It should hold, but FOMC. So it should hold. This should hold what I'm drawing right here. That should hold. Major pivot. Should be fine. But if breaks, if break, it's bad. That's English kind of. We should be good here. Upside target, yellow line, another one, is 54.74 to the upside. The next upside target on a continual break is 54.74. We call them illiquidity pivots, right? This week target. Looks like a clean.
The same mistakes. It was programmed to beat you.
Review mode, yep. So all things are good, all things are bullish, there's really no downside potential. I usually don't trade outside of these bands though. Once the markets move too far throughout the day, I just don't usually trade it. There's definitely no fading this today. But keep in mind when the FOMC comes out, we gotta be very careful that we don't lose this level here. Major pivot. It should hold. Target 474 for the. I love it. Hey friends, do me a favor. We need you to help out every morning. Keep that live stream continuing. If you can scroll down just below the screen, like if you help the algorithm out, we'll give you some fake prizes. I'll send everybody here $1 million in pennies, and I'll send you like a 1 penny a year for 100 million years. Totally a promise. Click that thumbs up or the like button bottom of the YouTube screen, and then help the algo out. Helps us grow. Let's get this growth algo going. Find the value for that DD band you drew. Oh, market's here. So all of our information is going to be in the Discord if y'all check it out. Your cheat sheets are in a section called cheat sheets under the training. Cheat sheets right here. The indicators are published here, and the bot information is here. So DD bands are in this one. Every day at about 5:45 is when I usually post them. What's up, man? I'm good. How you doing? Compound that penny every day. That's right. Put it in a put it into a mutual fund. Save up for a long time. You could buy a share of Amazon probably before the next Ice Age. Yeah, so market's good. Just be careful. So I'm not doing any fading. I'm doing any trading. Market's nice and strong and bullish. It's not going to do anything until that next event, FOMC. Take a look at the data from this morning's read. Let's get a look at what Wall Street loved about it. So we know that CPI was going to come in lower year over year in the month itself. Important. Take a look at that. The month over month change being 0. It's a really good sign. Yeah, the inflation's under control. The month over month change has been slow, which is good. So this is the change. And notice that the change is always going up. I mean, you're always going to see that. So there's like recessions and periods where it goes down. So inflation is a good sign, but a healthy economy. But too much inflation is bad. So Fed tries to keep their year over year under 2%. That's like the rule. That's their target. There's no change, which is good, which means it's not going up. Doesn't mean it's coming down. Fed still has kind of a long way to hit their target. Being below 2% is kind of that freedom zone where you assume the Fed can probably raise rates. I mean, sorry, lower rates. So down in here, these dips, right, that fall below 2%, Fed tries to maintain a 2% target. If they cut rates, inflation starts on the rise, and we're already above their yearly target. So the chance of them cutting rates is very low. Especially with the stock market rallying on its own, there's really no reason to give some liberty to it. So usually I'm really good at forecasting what the FOMC is going to do, and today there's going to be no change. Jesus saves. How do you calculate the pivot? What pivot are you talking about? Right here. 12/6/20. Wait, hold on. What am I talking about? Oh, June 12th, 2024. June 12th. Oh, it's written backwards. Okay. So the last data point, total CPI year over year, 3.3. It needs to go lower for the Fed to even consider cutting rates. There's no reason to. The Fed's not going to do anything today, so FOMC is likely to be a wash. I don't think there's going to be any activity. Now, I'd be very careful because FOMC, that wash mentality might create a sell-off. Then it's DD band. That's what it is. So prediction, FOMC no change. Easy to see that. FOMC prediction is no change. What do you guys think? Prediction. It would like to cut rates if the market was on the on the verge of being in like collapse mode. You know, to stimulate. No change. No change today. No change at all. Oh boy, that's the worst. That's the worst letter G I've ever seen in my life. If you guys haven't subscribed to the stream, feel free to subscribe to the stream. We'd love to have you here every single morning. Live trading. Every day. Morning and afternoon now. We're doing afternoon session. No change. Yeah. Very easy to see that. Probably no change. And again, just the month over month change showing 0 was perceived very bullish because obviously inflation is under control. If the month over month change is not growing really quickly, then we're not going to raise really fast beyond that 3% that we're sitting at now. And at 3% level, give or take, is good. And as the economy is starting to improve and, you know, things are getting stimulated, you don't want to see prices go up because like wages go up or other things like that. So wages are under control as the jobs data and the JOLTS report are indicating. So therefore inflation, the cost push inflation mechanics under control, which was the cost of goods and services, materials, things like that, under control. So economy's looking good. Inflation's healthier. Oh yeah, yesterday I caught the bottom for sure. 100%. I trade that dip. So if we fall today, if there's a fall, dude, this is a bottom for a while. I would love to see the FOMC deflate this and create a sell-off day. And then by tomorrow, it's back to here. So this is what I like about this kind of no volatility thing. We're at the pivot. We're very close to that triple B thing tomorrow. So if there's a big sell-off, it's going down to here. And we're doing that. So whatever the pathway it takes, as a bull, I'd love for it to crash today. And I'm going to pick up scoop up along tomorrow. Ride it all the way back up. One day sell-off. There is one. Today, very important pivots here. VIX. Be very careful that VIX 12.67 is not surpassed. So this level, we call this the triple B. This is the contango midpoint, the VIX. Anything up here, volatility itself becomes very choppy. anything down here, volatility is very much in control. So I'll show you what this kind of looks like in previous months. This is a trick. This is a trick futures traders use. And if you understand how contango and volatility works together, it's a really neat thing. So let me show you the start of the month. I just kind of look at this. Let me show you how this works. Volatility is going to be like how choppy your market is, basically. Like, better lack of explaining this. And it lasts, this line, this dark line right here that I'm highlighted, is there for a month. And we have a new one, which is down here. Whenever VIX is above that line, anytime the VIX itself is responsive, see how the volatility futures, the VIX itself is really responsive and moves very quick to news events. Down here, the VIX itself doesn't move relative to itself that much. It trends, but doesn't have big choppy days when VIX has flipped over this line. This is like a line in the sand. You see how, like, over here, look what VIX did. Completely plunged, completely rallied. These big moves in VIX. You don't see this down here. So up here, the market's very sensitive to news and events and catalysts. So this triple V is a thing that we teach. It's an exploit of what happens with contango and how it's hedged. Contango is this like futures thing. But just know that, like, below this line, VIX is pretty chill. Like, it doesn't like to move that much. And so, you know, as you see in this month, this is the line now. You see how VIX itself is choppy throughout the day, which means the market has big ass swings. Fall really quick, rise really quick. It's volatility. When VIX itself is volatile, the market's like doubly volatile, right? So VIX has very wide swings throughout the day above here. Down here, VIX has very tiny movements, which means markets are more stable even when they sell or when they rally. So a rally is going to be really stable with not a lot of big dips. A sell-off is going to be very swift and very directional and no recovery along the way down. Because of that lack of volatility, the market's just going to pick a direction and beeline for it, which is kind of what you expect. So how you see how I didn't draw like any kind of choppiness? That's because we're just below triple V. I know how this market rallies. Either goes straight there or it falls, pivots, and then falls straight there. It's going to be like a beeline move. And that's easy to see because if you understand how volatility works, it's just how it works. Why is resilience negative if the market is very bullish? Great question. So whenever you are irrational in general, so irrational rules, anytime any of these lights are red. Now this is gonna be a little confusing for right now, but these three lights at the top are broken because our table needs to be updated. Our bot, long story there, but these three lights right now are red. DD bands have broken, so I've drawn it on the screen. Anytime you've broken DD band, markets are irrational, which means the index and the stocks are doing their own thing. Normally, index and stocks are like tracking each other very nicely, right? Stocks will go up, index goes up, and resilience is actually a leading indicator. In irrational markets, we don't use resilience at all. We throw it out. There's a couple of rules of thumb people kind of came up with, like if it's, you know, not just being positive, like normally if resilience is positive, you're pivoting through the box this way. It's negative, you're pivoting that way. And in irrational markets, some people use a rule of thumb of like, okay, instead of pivoting 0, if res is greater than 10 or less than negative 10, then that's my signal. But what we teach is you don't use it, period. So what happens is in irrational markets, especially event days like this, the index is completely moved faster than the stocks. The index itself got squeezed when the stocks are in a bad spot. So typically in a normal rational market, you would see this as arbitrage. Aha, the index has moved higher. Resilience is negative. I'm going to short this to fall. In an irrational market, you don't make that mentality because the index got squeezed and the stocks could very well be the next thing to squeeze and catch up. So the rule is in rational market, you assume that the stocks always move first, more often than not. In irrational market, it's like 50-50. The index can move first, which is why you see index and stocks doing this. The stocks are doing that, index is doing that. So that's a great question. Well, so like if you guys are taking notes, when the lights are red, just don't use resilience. like you used to. It's used to pivot the box. And normally if you're above the box and it's negative, a short signal is a possible setup. But not when you're rational. Make sense? So I think with no rate change, the market sells. I think it's very possible the market sells, but it only sells for one day and it only sells probably to here and supports all through this area. Dude, there's got a sound over here. Something's peeling off the wall. Something's about to fall over here. I can hear it. Oh, I'm the biggest bull in Wall Street. I've been the biggest bull since October of 2022 when we called the bottom. Let me tell you, I want you guys all to learn this if you haven't been here long enough. The monthly maps tool is the best tool, period. Not just the best tool we have, the best tool, period, for long-term forecasting. It is the only thing you can do to peer into the future to see what possible things can happen. It is so good, as a matter of fact. And like I said, remember, stock markets are random. Nobody can predict the stock market. But you do a pretty damn good job making some good judgment calls based on monthly maps. It's one of our tools that looks in the future of options. And I usually do this is like I'll mark the tweets I make. And I don't make a lot of tweets, by the way. Like this, where I call tops, call bottoms. This is from my own Twitter account. And I'll try to make this a little bigger for y'all to see. So I can't make this a little bigger here. At each one of these places, this is what I said. And this is, if you guys remember, this is the big recession we had for like that year. And in February 2021, right here after COVID, I said the S&P is doubling in the next 3 to 4 years. S&P 6,000 easily. There's no pullback or recession. I said that right about 3,800, that we're going to 6,000. And we're almost on our way there in 3 to 4 years. So it's been 3 to 4 years. Hello. God, that was so long ago. Yeah. So at the top here, despite all these pullbacks in months, I use monthly maps for each one of these pivots, by the way. Let me teach you how to do this. Futures opening suggests more downside. The first time in a long time I can remember that I'm seeing a possible short-term correction. We broke through monthly hedge pressure dynamic overnight, and volatility is going wacky as well. And I said, volatility is going to take over this month and likely this quarter. Sideline's a good idea starting now. My first time not being a bull was literally this day on this tweet, January 2022. And the market was bearish for a quarter. Like I said, here's the quarter. January, February, March. And then from there, it just continued to sell. Down here, I use monthly maps to call a 2-month bear market rally. The bottom is in for now. The bottom, we were 2 months rally, exactly 2 months. And then the market continued to fall. Right down here, exactly on this green candle, none of this had me say this. I'm calling the bottom for 2022, period. This is the end. And a rally through mid-January, January buying. And nothing gets bad until summer next year. So this is October of 2022. We literally called the bottom using monthly maps, same thing. And then from here, the market just rallied, rallied, rallied. Here's summer of 2022. Where we're still bullish. And then this is it gets nasty again. And then once we got there, I said, nope, no thanks, recession is over. Call it, recession is over. We're done. All the signs were good from here. Monthly maps is bullish, and we've been rallying ever since. And so that's what the power of monthly maps actually is. It's really, 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 really good. Because all it's showing you is the distribution of options, the positional landscape. And the commitment of traders. Yeah, I left that part out. And the COT. This trick will help you guys understand. So I'm going to teach you all a lesson. Today is a lesson, right? This is going to help you see this market. Monthly maps will give you time and pivots. Let me just clean all this up now. Okay. Here's a lesson for everybody. Okay, ready? I want everyone to type in chat and see if you learned something. You learned something today, then come here every morning. This will be your home. We'd love to have you come chill with us. So monthly maps is like 4 segments of the little cheat sheet. This is the positional risk landscape. This is how options risk is distributed over time. In general, if price is trading inside of these dark grays, it's a bull zone over time. It's a bull market in general. Bulls are buying dips. If you're in the light gray, it's a bear market. Bears are shorting highs. Okay. With that knowledge, everyone type really quick. we're trading right here, bull market or bear market. It's like, I'm going to teach you something. You're going to learn something really cool. Bear market, bull market. Owen is here for that bottom call. It's pretty amazing. It was too new to jump on the wagon, but extremely accurate several times. Bull or bear? What do you guys think? Bulls are buying dips, right? And as time progresses, it's bull market through September at this price. Means that 542 is bullish through September. This from this level. This is highs and it's still bullish all through the next what? 3-4 months. Cool. Okay, so the second thing, each of these walls represents an expiration. So this is the July 8th, this is July 15th, this is July 19th, etc. They line up with the expirations. So that's the risk of that expiration day. And we spread them out so that you can see how it changes over time. And this is the second part of this. You guys are gonna love it. Ready? If the bottom of the bull zones are sloping down or sloping up, you have different change of mentality. So this is sentiment change or positional change. If the bottom of the bull zones are sloping down, bulls are longing more. It's so easy to read this. The bottom is sloping up, bulls are exiting positions. So the bulls are your longs in the market, right? So longs are either going to be buying dips or getting out, taking profit. So if I were to kind of trace the bottom of these bull zones in general, maybe there, you can see very clearly that between now and about right here, it's kind of sloping down, right? With some bumps along the way. And about right here, it's kind of sloping up. Can we all see that? So if the bottom of bull zone is sloping down, which means this particular price is deeper and deeper and deeper in the money, time goes by. Which one of these is it? Bulls longing more or bulls exiting positions? More. So it's bullish now. Is it becoming more bullish over time? Or less bullish? More or less? It's this or that. One of the two, right? This is a very simple lesson. You guys are going to learn so much from this, I promise. Longing more. Less. What? Sloping down. Follow the arrow. Bulls are longing more, at least now, through the middle of July. It's like a straight run between here and there. Yeah. And then about here, there's like maybe some profit taking, right? Again, this is really far out in time. Every single day we come back and revisit this. So, okay, cool. So we have a bull market with bulls longing more over time. In the same light, the bear zone is kind of doing this over that same period. So at least for the next month, bear zone. Some bear zone bottom or tops are sloping up. Bears are like shorting highs. They're shorting more, accumulating shorts. If it's sloping down, they're squeezing, they're getting out, they're covering. So while we had this regime, bulls are longing more, what does this one look like? What's the answer between the two? Are bears shorting more or bears exiting shorts? Let's see what you guys get. Exiting shorts. So two sides of the coin, right? Bulls are the people holding a long position. Bears are the people holding a short position. Bulls want to go longer and bears are like, crap, we need to get out. So everybody's buying. So everyone is buying between here and July. Everyone is buying. Everyone. Unless sentiment changes, everyone is buying. Everyone. I'm going to say that word 1,000 times. Everyone. And this is my time to go to Twitter and say, let's just do it. Let's have fun. Let's call it. Let's do a tweet right now. Oh, did I forget to post this? Oh, no, I did. Watch. Let's do one of those tweets so we can come back and mark it. Ready? In a minute. Where's my little screenshot here? Okay. And now rally through. Beeline up. Okay, there it is. I just made my like every couple of years post, just or every couple quarters post. Just set here it is. Me here. So I did it. Babe Ruthing this again. We're gonna say 2021. I said we beat at 6,000 SPX in 3 to 4 years, and I'm selling that mentality. Here's my big call now. We're bullish from here and 6,000 by quarter 3 and quarter 4 latest. Now likely rally through end of July, beeline up. There's no stopping this rally unless big news happens. And you guys watch me. This is how I just did it. We're using the monthly maps to make a determination. Between now and July, it's just a straight shot. Everyone's buying. And so this is how I make calls like that. You can see that in mid-July, there's a potential pivot where everything inflects a little bit. So some uncertainty around here. When we get there, we'll change our thesis if the market changes, right? That's how I do it. And that's what kind of got me on a lot of podcasts that year because everyone was bearish. Everyone's bearish post-COVID. And I was like the guy screaming bullish. I was like, no, we're going to 6,000. COVID's a blip. Like, no, we're overdue for a recession. It's been 15 years. We're gonna hit a recession. Market's gonna collapse. And I was like, no, ever since the vaccine came out, the market's, that's the low of our lifetime. The market's never gonna drop below whatever it was. COVID vaccine. The Moderna vaccine came out and the market ripped from there. You will never in your lifetime see the SPX lower than that level. I promise you that. That's my goal. That's my goal there. Dude, what a great rally. So that would be about 3,200. Yeah, so right about here. So my call, like way back in the day here, after COVID, when people are like, it's gonna sell off, we're overdue for a recession. I was like, no, this is the low you will ever see. The next recession is gonna be from 6, 7, 8,000 and fall to like 5,000. So this is the low of the next recession, like the 5,000s level. Very rarely are we gonna crash to like 0 again. We've already wiped out all the liquidity here. So this was your 3 or 4 year recession and market crash wiped out very rapidly. It doesn't need to happen again. So usually those things happen when like liquidity is unwound and positions all collapse the market, and the market collapsed. So there's not like this massively over leveraged long that's gonna squeeze us back to 0. Yeah, as Ben said, there's some volatility towards late summer. Yeah, so possible volatility towards late summer. I feel like the sound of like something peeling off the wall, like something sticking to the wall, peeling. The market's still good for them. There's really nothing we can do. Yeah. All right. Survey time. Who here is in a trade? Anybody doing anything? Anybody trying to do anything? And watch, we were talking about resilience earlier, right? While there is a lot of stocks trying to... Wait, where the resilience indicator go? Oh, here it is. Who is in a trade? Anybody? And MBLI, nice. Still holding 3 micros long. Stone call overnight, locked in profits, waiting for FOMC. Waiting for an exit signal for a long, sitting on hands, waiting for dip, waiting. All right. Man, so nobody here trying to fade this? You guys are all super smart. I love it. Pump. For today, yeah, Chad, I hope so, man. Small long, no signal for a sell, yeah. Now, traditionally, yeah, market's going up. Going straight up. In my opinion. All right, so if you haven't subscribed to the stream, feel free to do so. We'd love to have you. Come anytime. We're here every morning. Run out this time slot, and we're doing a 2 p.m. time slot as well. I normally don't trade in days like this. I kind of sit out. I've been... Is it playing that Shakira-ish song again? How big is this playlist? There's 200 songs on this, and it hit the Shakira song twice in an hour. It's like a... It's not really Shakira, but it sounds like Shakira. It's fun. I didn't like it that much. Your hips don't lie. If I want to hear budget Shakira, why don't I just listen to real Shakira? She's awesome. I want to hear budget Shakira on the no copyright playlist. This person's elbows don't lie. I want to hear it. Found you at the afternoon stream yesterday. Oh, welcome. Cool. So, usually I'll be trading big events though. My rule of thumb in general is these are the bands. We call them DD bands. We give these numbers in our Discord every night. When the S&P has moved a certain distance, I don't trade anything. I don't trade anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So I don't really just chill and hang out and talk to you guys and explain my thesis here. Markets can be very random up here, and anything can just kick it the other way. There's really no determination from here, like what's gonna happen. So I don't normally trade outside here. Big up days like this, I usually try to sit out. I make my living doing like 10, 20 pick 10, 20 point. Okay. Quickie. I'll get some changes right here on the marketplace stuff. Wait, I just skipped songs and it's the Shakira sound again. Is this not on shuffle? I love it. It's not like I don't love it. It's not like I don't like it, I just don't love it. Wherever we're going to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here. One more final changes. Sort. Platform drop down.
Nothing crushes like the world does. But I try again to realize this won't be the end.
I think so. I'm doing notes on marketplace.
I just want enough. Something small that will keep me tough. 'Cause I don't feel like
I'm so excited about this new thing you built. Launch and pricing.
let the callous parts of your heart grow, darling. Don't let go. Don't you dare lose hope. Suddenly just gave it off your mind, darling. Don't let go. Don't you dare lose hope.
Right. I think it looks cleaner like this. Hold on. Alright, what some of you guys think? We made some changes. This is the final sales page of the platform. Alright, take a little vote here. What do you guys think? What's up, Matt P? Been a while, dude. How you doing? How do you trade individual stocks, June? Yeah, let me show you real quick. So you guys, what do you think of this? Like, this is the new platform sales page. It's just the platform itself. Marketplace is going to have, like, this is just the test server. So there's not, we can list all the different things. Discord communities, indicators. These are other people that sell things on the marketplace. This is our platform. You like it? Look clean? What do you think? Quick vote. Anything missing or not self-explanatory? So by the way, the extended trial, $35 a month is for this. This is what you can get if you guys are in the trial. Make sure you sign up for it. Like I said, it's $200 on the new site. Oh, hold on. And included indicators, one more thing missing. Okay. One thing that was missing. We're gonna do this last little piece. So sorry, thanks for being patient on that. We're doing like a little bit of a line here, and these are also included. Trading view indicators, all that. Okay. That's possible. 5. And no ads. Oh, there's things are not lined up. That's an issue here. Okay. Ads not moved up. Last piece. Okay, cool. Individual stocks for question. Okay, I'll walk you guys through some tricks. Yeah, for things to take over. Yeah, $200 a month is the normal price. Most people here have locked in Rocket Scooter at various prices, different prices and different deals, like locked in forever. And when we say lock in, you need to lock it in. If you're in the extended trial now, you'll be able to lock it in for less than 100 forever and keep that price forever. And this marketplace is not going to be there. So FYI. Some people got locked in early on at 25 a month. Some people got locked in at 75 a month. Most people are locked in about 100 a month now. Depends on if you were here for different promotions, and 200 is the next price. So 35 is a month to try it out, and then you'll upgrade in the second month for less than 100. Promise, promise. You gotta do it now though before we switch it. So sign up today. We got all the stuff to do. Okay, stocks. Ready? Okay. First thing you always do is your greater market analysis. We talked about that yesterday. You use monthly maps. So monthly maps, you're gonna get a feel of the overall market. Monthly maps, DD, and then monthly hedge pressure. Okay. Let me load up side charts here really quick. What's going on, platform? Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh everything. I can just. Hold on, y'all. Go back. The first thing you do is your monthly maps, and you get a feel of the greater market. That's the thing we did this morning, June, and we just basically utilize this to see that the greater market is bullish over time. And we use monthly map, just use SPY, and this is the trick. Use SPY for everything. These three things for the greater market. So we got to find out, like, in general, just your flavor of the market. Monthly map, bullish, bear squeezing. You look at DD ratio, the stocks themselves are bullish. If this is greater than half, then trading above monthly hedge pressure on the S&P, that's correct. We're trading up. So, like, the greater market itself, it's on shuffle, and there's 300 songs, and it keeps pulling up Budget Shakira. Why does the RNG? It's not like I hate the song. I hate the sound. It's like, it sounds like cheap Shakira. How does it keep returning? How does the RNG hate me today? All right. The next thing you do is your sector of whatever it is you're trading. So the greater market's bullish, check. The sector of whatever it is you're trading in, is that bullish or bearish? And then is the stock bullish or bearish? So an example is, let's do XLK. XLK is the tech sector. And let's just say, like, in general, you're trading, I don't know, just pick a random stock. Adobe. Let's do Adobe. Not one of the majors, but it's like a regular one. Okay, Adobe. Tech sector liquidity map, very bullish, bull long. So the sector of what you're trading is also bullish. So you have markets bullish, sectors bullish, and then you're gonna pull up the stock. The stock that you have, as long as there's no individual catalyst or news event for that one particular stock, you have a tech stock in a bullish tech sector in a bullish market. So Adobe today has its own pivots, right? And I tell myself, okay, without a greater catalyst, number one, Adobe's own pivots are like this, right? They're pivoting towards the middle of this liquidity pocket. So the next step is your stock. Your stock has support at 465 and resistance at 470. So which one do you think is going to win? Do you think the stock itself is going to just crash out, or the stock's going to support and rally? So that's a question for you, June. What do you think? With all the evidence that you have two options. The stock is balanced and flat. And someone said, you need to make a decision going up or down. With all the evidence, the market's going up, sector's going up, and the stock has mild support underneath here with no momentum. In general, I would probably be wanting, again, it's not trading advice, but I would be longing through here as long as the integrity of these three things are not shot. So I'll keep my eye on the greater market, my eye on the sector, and then my stock has a support here. So all day today, I might just be willing to let me just throw in the middle and then really buy the dip and really stop out here. I've got all the weight in the world telling me things are going to be good across the board. So I'm not going to bet that this stock is going to collapse. And then I listen to the news for that individual stock just to make sure it doesn't have its own bad news that makes it deviate from the things it's in, right? Its own bad news could care less about what the stock sector and the index is doing, right? A little note for you. That's basically it. Is Budget Shakira single? She sounds hot. It's like it must have been like, maybe they have multiple songs here. That's what I'm thinking.
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest. At times it seems that all
I mean, I didn't hate it. I just didn't want to hear a sound alike, you know? It's like when you hear music and you're listening to that, like it's like indie rock and the person's like, I went to the coffee shop. Like the indie girl voice that everyone does when they sing. I put bananas and avocados on my breakfast toast. You know what I'm saying, right? And they all sound like that. Every time I hear that, it's like a jarring sound. I don't want to hear copycats of the original indie girl voice. This sounds like somebody too. These are like no copyright bands. They're not bad. This singer kind of reminds me of Panic at the Disco. It's Budget Panic. Doesn't it sound like Panic at the Disco? You guys like I have high hopes for a living. Yeah. Definitely sounds like him. This is like a no copyright streamer playlist. I was just mixing up a little bit. I normally play like lo-fi music. But like with YouTube, you just can't play whatever you want. You get copyright strikes. And if you play like the wrong kind of licensed music, they'll take your streams down, demonetize you, or even shadow ban you. The algo doesn't pick you up. It recommends you to people. All right, let me check. They just made the change here. Marketplace. Sandbot. Wait, lots of work today. I'm a busy boy. My old concern at the disco. What a great title of the band. What are your thoughts on Siena? Thinking of moving there? It's nice. It's Missouri City, right? It's got like good and Siena's great. It's got good and bad areas. Just like most of the suburbs in like South Houston, Pearland, Friendswood, Sugarland, Missouri City, all of them. You have like good and bad areas. As long as you're in a good area, it's great. Like the nice areas of all those places are really nice, and Siena is really, really nice. It's like the fancy neighborhood in Missouri City. I have some friends that live there. I haven't seen it. Is he? Why don't I don't chase trades or trade up in here? We're gonna come back for FOMC, so make sure you guys come here. Okay. I'm being very picky on this. right. Final steps are done. Marketplace, get ready. Ready to go. When would you try to fade this? No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. 0. 0. 0 chance I would try to fade this. 0, 0. If it fades, is if DD band is lost. One. It's not saving my. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I need to reset my settings. I do so many different like test cases and things. And I'm always like testing things out, so I always like mess up my own settings here. 5416. Here. So if DD band is broken, then I'll fade it. If we're down in here, I'll fade it all the way to there for sure. But up in here, no fade, no fade, no fade, no fade. Even if it tries to sell, nothing. It's gonna take Fed to kick it the other way if it even does, right? Yeah, so I'm just not doing anything at all. This market is the strongest bull market we have seen in a long time. And it's not gonna get any weaker. I'm gonna find like a better playlist. I do like, this has like such goofy music. No copyright. Let's try something different. All right, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back. We'll be back 30 minutes early for FOMC. So 1:30, I'll be here streaming. About 30 minutes earlier than our normal time slots. When everybody to show up, I'll be trading. If we lose DD band right here, it's a great fade opportunity. If it fades just to here one day, I'll grab the dip tomorrow and we'll rally. If it falls, then it falls to the low that we're gonna see, and that's gonna take off from there. But remember, outside of DD bands, we don't use resilience, right? Once the market becomes irrational, you gotta throw the indicator out because it's no longer a leading indicator. The index has just repriced itself despite what the stocks are doing, right? Yeah. All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you later. Don't forget, big stuff happening. We're rolling everybody to the new marketplace account. Should be done today. We'll have an announcement, some instructions. Should be no change to your service. If you don't have the extended trial yet, get in today while you can. Go to rocketscooter.com, top right. It's 35 bucks, all the indicators, the actual platform, and you get access to the Discord, training, hundreds of videos. I mean, you get everything for practically nothing. And we'll port you over with the rest of the group. If not, you join when everyone else, without everyone else, and you're on your own, and prices are going way up. These the last couple days you can do this. So check it out. We're like the fastest growing platform in the world, one of the biggest futures trading communities in the world. Massive. We have 5,500, 5,600 active users in the Discord. Huge ups if you want to learn anything. We have a big training program here, tons of traders, people doing prop funding, live trading, you name it. Great resources here. We love you all. We're making cool stuff, so thank you for supporting the group, supporting the team, development team, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to this channel, and we'll be here right for FOMC. Don't miss out. It's gonna be big. I'll show you exactly what I do to trade. There's tricks. Okay.